Jeez.
Man, an 8 hour. Could you imagine 8 hours though? Like I love building models, but 8 hours straight. That would be like
That's like, I think the
Dedication.
longest session I ever sat down was only 6 hours.
6 hours. I was just thinking like so if you did like, I mean, I do like 5 minutes at a time. I'm gonna be real. Very easy to
I mean, like,
sidetrack.
Yeah.
when you get in the zone, you really like just keep going.
See, I don't get in the zone. I'm so OCD. I'm like all over the place. I was just saying though, 8 hours though. So like if you did an 8 hour live stream, that's 8 hours of trying to come up with crap to talk about, 8 hours of trying to work on a project. I think if I sat down and did a project in 8 hours, I'd just do the whole thing. It'd just be done.
Yeah.
Seriously. So welcome to our lovely little live stream. I'm Jacob. I'm working on this little Zaku head. I'm pretty far actually. I could call it quits, but there's a couple more little things I want to do. Kong is playing on his phone.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat for any messages.
You know what? Let's never be upset. He should have joined. We talked about this for like 24 hours straight. And Matt over there is working on having glasses and a headset on.
Yeah, I'm in a plumbing. I'm working on my bars on too.
Man, how many of those have you been working on?
A lot.
So you have like.
But I actually feel like I'm the one that never finishes anything. That's what I'm trying to break that reputation.
Diving into a whole bunch of little stuff.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like I'll get real tired or just fatigued from a thing, and I'll just kind of just take a break, and then an idea. The thing with me is I get too many ideas, and I have a constant thing of ideas for customs, and they just keep happening.
Yeah, I can at least relate somewhat. Like I've gotten to points where I want to do something else and I want to switch it up, and it's really hard for me to focus on one thing when I know that other thing's like right there.
Yeah, and I've been trying to break that, and I've been watching.
It's hard. It's hard.
The gun club people on Twitch and stuff, and actually watching streams actually gets me in the mode to actually like work on stuff. Kind of motivates.
I've been wanting to do Twitch, but I feel like I'd be boring. Like I feel like I'm better with other people to bounce off of. So I don't know. Justin's been pushing me really hard to try it.
Yeah.
I don't try streaming. Like lately, I've been feeling that streaming actually helps me get stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
But I just sat around for a year without drawing anything, and I get on 2 streams, and then boom, it's almost done.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw the one you were doing on Facebook, the live stream of the drawing of that. That was pretty cool. I just want to finish this up, and I know I can probably just wrap it up. There's really not a whole lot more I want to do. I want to do some more decals, but I'm going to wait. I want to weather this just a little bit so it's not so silver.
Looks good. I saw some pics.
Yeah, I want to do the piping because there's little, I don't even know if you can see it, but there's little panel lines on the piping. I want to darken those in so they show a little bit.
Oh, okay.
The last thing I did was I put heat sinks on his front of his mouth.
Right.
You can only see it at like certain angles, of course. They came out better than I thought they were going to do because his mouth angles upwards. See how it slips in? So I actually had to cut them all to fit.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were like, it was kind of hard figuring out where I needed to cut them because you can't just like set them in there. They'll just slide out. So I just like took like the most minuscule amount of metal off each side, put them in, took them back out until I could get them all to fit. The top two, there's actually only one heat sink each because there's bars that come down the side that make it impossible to put any more in. But I mean, I got that done. I got the little engine thing on the front done. So for today, I'm going to try and just do the panel lining here, and I'm going to try and do there's some little stuff inside I want to paint up just to give it more flair. I also put little metal pins in the side of his head, but they're so small you can't even see them.
Yeah, not really obvious.
No, not at all. But it was cool at the time.
It looks good.
Isn't that what we are pros at? Just doing shit that nobody's going to notice? And then knowing me, I'll miss some giant seam somewhere. I got a decal on the back.
Yeah. today I'm just trying to finish snapping up the lupus so I can start modding or doing the base for my GBWC.
Okay.
Oh, is this going to be your GBWC competition thing?
Yeah, it's a small lupus, but it's fighting with a big race. It's sort of like symbolizes like how like the enemy organization is like this whole international organization, whereas like the main characters are just like this small ragtag group. Is sort of the idea I'm trying to
Oh, like
Okay.
a David and Goliath type thing.
communicate with like with this like with the size thing going on, like a small Gundam and a big enemy grunt, something like that.
Okay.
Huh. So you're going to play with scales?
Yeah.
I've seen someone on Twitter do the the old vintage box art with the distorted and everything, like
Old
from
vintage.
the angle. Yeah, like they'll have the
Oh,
classic
yeah,
box
yeah,
art.
yeah, like the super old stuff.
And
Like,
they'll model it so it looks just like that. So if you look at it from any other angle, it's got like these massive arms if the gun's like right in front of you.
Oh
like,
yeah. I think I saw one of like
foreground.
the Destiny of that
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. And it's like if you look at from other angles, it looks like so wacky, but it's just so cool how they make it look like gives it that perspective. I like that stuff.
man, these panel lines. I knew it. These panel lines they're so tiny. They're not. I'm actually trying to use a micro brush off of the normal brush so that I don't have to clean up as much. But it's not sticking. These panel lines are so shallow.
Oh.
I knew this was going to be a pain. That's why I was always putting it off. But even if I get just a little bit of shading on it so you can actually see them, it'll make me happier. Jesus, Kong, what are you doing? Like a Hulk smashing over there.
Throw the camera. He's throwing the camera.
He's just done. So, speaking, you said Destiny. Did you guys watch the trailer for the new Destiny 2 game?
No.
They had like a big reveal thing where they showed like live gameplay and stuff.
No, but I know you did.
I did.
No, I'm not really.
Yeah. Well, I love pretty much everything sci-fi related, but I was really disappointed. It was it looked just like the first one. Like it just felt like a DLC.
Like, isn't the whole complaint of Destiny like too much DLC or something?
Oh my god, the first one, dude. It was like they had like a $30 or $25 DLC, and then they came out with another $40 DLC, I believe. And then they came out with another $40 DLC. So you were paying $105 and $60 for the game. A lot of people weren't too happy about that.
Oh, I
Yeah,
bet.
games now it's like you just buy the game and then you have to buy the DLC as you're buying the actual game.
Yeah, it can be really frustrating. I mean, some games like the DLC feels worth it. I felt like Fallout and Skyrim DLC were really worth it. They were big. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of new stuff. It wasn't just like
It's actually
rehash.
added to the game. It's not like you have a half-made game and then you're
Right. It didn't feel like a half-made game. There's still so much to do in the base game.
Yep.
Yeah, I actually played all the Destiny and beat it, but there was a little bit to be desired by the time I finished. Damn cat. So Matt, what converted you over to be so, I don't want to say specific, but so You know what I mean? Like you primarily
Area and
do.
interest.
Yeah, and just that one field of Gunpla. I mean, you pretty much just do.
I don't know. I didn't even like to begin with that, and then Jerome got me into it like years ago.
Do you live anywhere near him, or did you just meet
And
him
it's just,
online?
I think it's just a. Yeah, I had him on Tumblr, and then it just went from there. I never even posted some of my own stuff. I mean, I've done other customs, I just haven't finished them. But I think it's the fact that there are no kits of these
Kind of
things.
appealing to try and make your own.
Yes, and like I like to make certain things like there's not a lot of, something unique. It's
Yeah,
kind of like a challenge. It's a big challenge to like do a lot of stuff, but like otherwise,
yeah.
I like
Sometimes
it.
I wonder if Bandai like kicks themselves in the teeth for selling the rights to that series and not keeping it on.
I'm sure they do now.
Wasn't there a video that Zaku Aurelius did like a few days ago explaining like actually Bandai does have the right for
Really?
AOZ stuff? Yeah.
Well, I know it's because Dengeki has it, but I didn't know he did. Zach did a video about it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I know
it was like-
Dengeki has the rights to Advance of Zeta, and I know
Right.
it blew up after they lost the rights because Bandai had it for a while because they did make some AOZ kits. They made the Hazel and a couple variations
Yeah.
in the high grade line.
I haven't watched the video yet, but I saw it on Reddit. Like he basically explained like they actually can make the kits, and the copyright isn't an issue. Like with making the kit, but they just don't for some reason.
They can make. They have like they don't have the rights, but they can.
No, like they have the rights, something like that.
Oh, see, I thought
haven't went
Dengeki had the rights, and that's why they weren't doing anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
I
that.
think
I
it's
don't know,
something
I'd
like
have to-
I have to watch the video. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if from what I thought is once Fujioka finishes reboot and is done with any Advance of Zeta, unless he comes up with another series. I thought they were gonna like they might let Bandai have the rights, but I don't know.
Well, I know the next series they're doing is really short, isn't it? What is it? Twilight Axis?
Well,
Yeah,
that's actually a novel. Yeah. Oh, the anime is like a total of. I think it's just like a total of together, but it's like 3-minute episodes. I'd rather have it just be one special episode.
One movie.
Yeah, instead of a
Like
bunch of
just
little
one
segments.
movie.
Yeah, when I heard it was 3-minute episodes, I thought that was a little extreme. I mean, that's like nothing. I mean, 3 minutes?
I mean, I've
That's shorter
watched
than
other
some
anime
trailers.
shorts before.
So essentially, that trailer we watched was pretty much the whole thing. So that trailer was like 2 minutes, wasn't it?
Yep.
I've read up to like
Yeah,
4th
episode
chapter, and it's I don't know. I don't know if there's a new chapter out or if Deacon hasn't translated it yet, but I don't know if they actually finished it. If they're gonna finish it, I guess they're gonna finish it with the anime.
I mean, I figured they were going to do something semi-unicorn related because, you know, the whole 1-1 unicorn they're building.
Yeah, and technically you could say this is UC2 because remember that poll they did like a year ago. Like that next series done, the poll on Twitter they did.
Oh, like
yeah,
what
yeah.
people want?
So they had Crossbone. Yeah, and they
wasn't
had
like
UC2, like a sequel to Unicorn.
Yeah.
This technically can be called that. In a way.
So this is
Because
their
it
illusion
takes
that
place
they're paying attention to their fans.
Oh, that's the biggest joke I've heard.
Yeah, it is the Zaku head. It's the Gachapon one.
Those are cool.
Yeah, I saw them and I really wanted one, and I mean they're pretty expensive to get overseas because they're only $5 in Japan, but they're like 15 to 20.
Shipping.
Yeah, it's just shipping. And I just wanted to do mine a little different than everyone else's because everyone else is doing great jobs, and I'm really impressed. But everyone else's they're going like real heavy with weathering, or they're doing the metallics. So I was like, I'll go with like a medium shading with a lot of attention to detail because there's so much detail on this head that isn't on any of the actual grade kits. And I'm embarrassed
I've seen
because I
people
know.
do
Oh, thank you.
dioramas with those.
So you know what? Funny you say that because so Mecha Lounge is doing a Zaku build off,
Mhm.
and I was thinking about entering this, and I was like, so what I could do was I could do a diorama of like it being worked on. So I was thinking of like
Yeah, yeah.
just like
Yeah,
having it like
get
float
the-
in space, and then have like a construction team like doing just maintenance on it.
Get those
But,
Yep.
F1 pit stop kits.
But I don't know.
maintenance tool.
I don't know what scale it is. I think it's like 150.
Didn't we discuss this last stream?
We tried to, but we couldn't. I don't remember what we had, what we agreed on. I think it's 150.
Isn't it 148? That's the mega size scale, right?
You think it's 148?
Yeah, I think it's 148.
I mean, it's bigger than Master Grade by far, but it's not as big as a 135.
I think it's a 148, the mega size scale. I don't know.
I should have paid attention. Like, shame on me. Like, I feel like an idiot that I don't remember. Because I'm pretty sure it's actually maybe it's on the back anyway. It comes with a couple things that you don't actually use. And I was thinking about him putting them in there as like a homage. So you also get this cool little thing right here. It's just part of the ball, the dome that it comes in. It's just the Xeon symbol with some little panel lining. But I couldn't really think of a cool way to use that. And it comes with this, which has like Zaku on it. Yes, everything on my camera. Actually, I don't even know if it makes it backwards anymore.
No,
MS06
not
Zaku
right.
2. But it doesn't say the scale on either piece. So I don't know why I keep it. I should have thrown those two things away. I don't think I'm going to actually use them for anything. Oh. Matt left.
Oh, you got sick and tired of your Zaku.
Yeah. He's done with it. Yeah, I want to just finish it up, though. I've been taking way too long on such a small project. So I need a...
Stop talking about your Zaku, really. Nothing.
Well, tell me about your Barbados, mister. You got it hidden. I can't even see it.
It's snap building. It's nothing. I don't know.
Yeah?
Just snap building. Still thinking on it.
I don't know. I find snap building to be really therapeutic, so...
I hate snap building. It's like
hate it?
the shittiest part of the build. I love modding. I'm okay with painting. I fucking love decaling. And I hate snap building.
We're almost backwards. I hate decaling because I always jack it up, and it's very monotonous.
Like doing the decals, all the finishing step, like the top coat decals, filling in the details. That's like my favorite part. Like painting is okay depending on whether I made my life easier when I did the modding. Like sometimes I paint and then I'm like, oh god, I hate you, modding Kong.
Yeah, painting's disheartening for me because I always find a whole bunch of errors, and it just makes me feel like I'm just total shit.
Like
I mean,
like
I am, but I don't need to be reminded of it.
Like I do mods and like sometimes when I'm modding, I'm in a good mood. Like yeah, I'll mod some more and so that this piece can come out. And then when I paint, it will make my life easier. And then sometimes everything is just one piece. And then when I paint, I'm just
I like your clean
cursing at
stuff.
myself.
I know you're a big fan of weathering, but I always love it when you do clean work. And like different people do different stuff, but
Yeah.
like your shading's like really on par. But then when you weather it, it kind of like hides out all that shading work you did.
Yeah.
And it's a difficult balance to like have good shading.
Trying to find my own
Your own style. Yeah, I'm like
yeah,
inspired by everyone else, but I just suck. So all my stuff is clean builds because I can't weather for shit.
Getting my style over last year because last year I didn't do any mods at all. No, I didn't. I didn't do any mods until the last kit. Last year I was like, all right, you gotta focus on painting, and I did the whole year. I just experimented with different things, and then in the end I found my own painting style, which is that weird mix between modulation and normal shading. It's but like it was a surprise that I never really actually realized that painting is so important. Like I know it sounds a bit strange. Like I never realized how vital painting is. I back then I was always just a coat of paint, just slap it on whatever. You know, I got great mods, and that's all that's important.
Yeah, I
you
know.
know?
I also undermined painting for a long time. And
Yeah.
Justin's like, "Well, did you prime this? Did you put a undercoat of this?" And I never did any of that stuff, and I felt really embarrassed.
Yeah, and then like you know that thing Simon does, the Gundam UK Simon does. He does the primer and then goes over with high grade sandpaper so that the finishing comes out super smooth.
Yeah,
I tried it on the MG Thunderbolt, and then I was like, holy shit, it makes a difference.
yeah. I have some of that high grade sandpaper, but I've never really done anything with it. I just usually use it on metals.
Wait, does he prime it again after you sand it?
I think so.
You-
Or,
Does he? I thought it was just you
Right.
prime and then you do the high grit and then you paint the next layer. Andre
I
said
think-
it's been a long time since the last stream. That's because I was doing a commission. I was really focused on trying to get it done, so I didn't want to like take longer by trying to talk while doing it. So I just went ahead and cranked it out, and now that I'm done, I'm back to doing YouTube stuff.
yeah.
And I was gonna do a video of it, but I took all the pictures, and I was like so excited I finished it that I put it in the box, boxed it up, taped it up to send it to him, and then I realized I didn't actually like do anything with it. I felt stupid. So it was a good video that I missed out on. That should be good enough for now for the panel line. I'll let that dry, and I'll go back to it later.
Just, um,
Trying to figure out what I want to do for these colors. I have so many acrylics. I bought like a ass ton of them. Now it's like more than I can handle. I think I'm gonna do the reds.
okay. Your screen's blacked out.
My screen?
No. Oh no, she's back.
Hey, he might be frozen.
Are you on phone?
Am I?
Are you on mobile?
Yeah.
Man, I need to. Mix my stuff.
It's nighttime for you guys, right?
Yeah, well, for me, no, I think he lives on the East Coast too. I think he's East Coast U.S. It's yeah 10:30 for me.
All right, it's 10:30 a.m. I just woke up at 9.
Damn, that's so early. Not really, but you know.
Yeah, weekend early.
You got any fun weekend plans?
After this, I go to my language class, and I come back and I clean my fucking desk.
Your language
Finish
class?
doing my work. Yeah, I'm taking another Ching Chom Nip Yong. I'm learning Jap.
So you're gonna speak 3 languages?
Yeah, trilingual.
Wow.
I mean,
Man, I can
everybody here is
barely speak one language. Like I squeak by with English. That's impressive.
Yeah.
everybody here is bilingual already, so it's.
You know what most
nothing-
countries are. Like at this point,
Yeah.
like most countries are bilingual, and then here's US with so stubborn we don't even
The
want.
official language of US is 4th grade English.
And like there is a lot of people who are bilingual in the US, but I wouldn't
Yeah,
say it's common.
isn't like most people's second language like Spanish or something? I don't know.
No,
That's what I heard.
to be totally
Yeah, I'd say Spanish.
like I feel like I'm speaking on behalf of like a lot of people by saying it, but most people don't speak a second language. Like I'm trying to think. Oh no, I just totally botched that. I'm trying to think of like people that do speak like the people I know that speak second languages, and usually it's people who are from another country. Like a lot of people from Canada speak French as well, and people from Canada often come down here. And there are people who speak other languages, but not that many.
The funny thing is, I don't plan on stopping at 3 actually. I want to learn one more after this.
I have a friend who did that. We grew apart over the years, but last time I checked up on them, they could speak a multitude of languages, like 5.
So I got
Jeez.
English and Chinese.
Yeah, I mean, total respect, man. More than I can do.
I'm learning Japanese, and then after this, I want to go and try and learn some either French or German. Yeah.
I like German.
French or German? I guess mine would just be Japanese because that's, that would be the next in line.
Weeaboo communist.
Me too.
Yeah, mine would just be Japanese. Like I've always, why wouldn't I?
Oh god,
Easier. For gunpla builder.
Oh, he froze.
What about you, Matt? What would you speak? Or do you speak another language? I mean, I don't want to make you sound like
no,
because you're American.
Yeah.
We
I mean,
don't.
I'd like to learn Italian because my dad was from Sicily.
Yeah. So
I can just a little bit about what it is.
you know what? Here, let me word it this way to answer your question, Kong. In America, in most schools, you have the choice. In school, you have to pick a second language.
You
and
have
you can
to,
choose.
but you don't.
And I guess the most common
through
is German, French, Italian, Spanish. I would say those are the top 4, right?
Okay.
And then a lot of places will offer another like Chinese, Japanese, Korean.
Yeah.
Just as like your base
over
ones.
here, over here, it's mandatory to learn your. Okay, they call it mother tongue, as in what aside from English, what your family traditionally speaks.
Okay.
They call it mother tongue. Yeah, like the language your mother speaks, so mother tongue. It's mandatory to take mother tongue here, and I guess it was a good move on them.
Yeah, I think the difference is though is that once you finish it in high school, a lot of people just don't use it. Don't use it again.
Yeah.
Like I took German for 2 years.
I live near a place with a high Hispanic population, so they have to have my language to learn. So usually they take French.
Yeah. I have some friends.
Bilingual.
I have some friends from Canada. They speak French, mostly to each other though, not to me.
Oh no.
Yeah, French is cool.
I downloaded Rosetta Stone to do Japanese, but I never went through with it. So I guess that's my own fault. Shame on me. Need to get off my butt.
It's so hard though.
The language? Just learning a language is hard.
Yeah, learning any language is hard.
More like reading it is what I primarily want to do, not so much speaking it.
Okay.
So many characters.
Yeah, I think so. I think I remember somebody saying that. Like, it's like really challenging to read more than it is to speak it.
Yeah. Read and write.
I mean, I guess I don't even need to be like fluent. That would be cool though. Just the ability to watch anime without subtitles.
Not have to rely on watch anime. I know the basic, words and stuff, but like I want to be able to actually read and not have to rely and be able to talk to, people from Japan online, like
Yeah, pick up
on Twitter or
Japanese
something.
girls.
Twitter folk. Yeah, like I know there's a huge, and that's one thing that does suck though, is because of like the language barriers throughout the world. Like you'll find things really really cool in like Instagram or Twitter or anywhere on social media, and you don't really have a way to talk to them
Yeah.
because there's that language barrier, and it's pretty much
They-
all text.
They know basic like words, so
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
say amazing, and then I'll say thank
every-
you. I'll just send a bunch of like approving emails.
Heart emojis.
There's a universal language online already. It's called emojis. Okay?
Yeah, just send them a whole bunch of eggplants.
It's the ultimate unified official language of humanity. That's it. Emojis. That's it. It transcends any language barrier.
There's only like one or two that, like one on Instagram I know that is fluent in English, and that's a godsend. But still, it's awesome. I want to be able to say more than just amazing, thumbs up. 100% very nice. Face.
You gotta get your bachelor's in emoji.
There's a movie coming out.
Oh god.
God.
Dude, I don't even understand it. Like, there are people, like huge communities, rabidly behind movies that never get made, right? Like, never get made.
Yeah.
They just never get made. And then people will pour $100 million into a movie about hot dogs going into buns. Like, why? How? Like, where does the breakup happen? You know what I mean? Like how does something like Firefly and Serenity get dropped, but then something like Wiener or Sausage Party, an emoji movie, get signed? It kills me. Okay, people use emojis. That doesn't mean people want to see a movie about them.
It looks so stupid.
Man, it just eats me. Like, damn, Kong, you going? Look at that. You got 2 legs. 2 sweet ass legs.
Yeah, I hate legs the most on Gunpla. I don't know why.
You know what? I don't like
I
legs
love
either
legs.
because it's monotonous. It's like one leg. Like, I love detail in legs, but I hate snapping 2 legs together. Like, I hate doing the same snap over again.
I love legs. I hate arms.
I like, my favorite is like always like head, chest, back, because it's just, you do it once. You don't have to do like.
It's the head, torso, and the waist that are like the best.
And let me tell you though,
Satisfying.
torsos is usually the first thing I notice on Gundams. Like, the reason why Double Quanta is my favorite is only because I love his torso design. It's very like race car-ish. That's the one thing I will say about Gundam though, because I feel like they're really hesitant on trying new things. A lot of these kits coming out look so much like other kits.
They are. And
when you get complaints like that, to come out with something like Gundam Tristan is just ridiculous. Like, you already know people are getting on your shit.
You know what
the Tristan is basically an Alex too, but people don't understand it.
Which is fine, but they're not even doing like a new kit. It's like the same one.
Yeah, I mean, it's so close to it though. I don't see. I mean, I half and half agree and disagree. It's weird.
It's not even. It's just
like they already have it. You just have to change a few parts.
The other thing that mystifies me is they're making the GWBC. I mean, this is my opinion. I could be wrong. Like, I don't have statistics behind it, but it's growing. They're going to new countries. They're making a lot bigger deal about it.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot more online presence with it, which is awesome. But at the same time, they have drastically cut down on their master grade production. So, which is what wins. I mean, nobody's ever won with a high grade in the last 5 years.
Really?
Hey.
Not like the championship's always master grades, like always. So it's just so weird that they would.
I had no idea about that.
What do you mean?
But I did it with a high.
I haven't paid enough attention, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, they're always master grades. They're always master grades. In fact, with New York, Jordan won. I think he's won best high grade like 2 years in a row. But that doesn't go in. Master grade's always what ships out.
Hey, but I did it with the high grade grades last year, didn't I?
But here's the thing.
I'm not saying they don't win. I'm just saying, like, okay, if you look at all the ones that made it to Japan in the finals, they were all master grades, were they not?
Yeah.
Was there a single high grade there? or real grade or perfect grade?
Tech, there were high grades, but they were bulked up to be monstrosities.
Were they? I thought they were
Like
all
the-
master grades. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
2012, I think the E-Day,
So
his
5 years
Project
ago?
Gwen, yeah, his Project Gwen was 2 high grade Razels bulked up to be big ass shit. And wasn't Paint Pusher using high grades also? All that thing with a lot of Zakus and the wooden
See,
the wooden
dioramas, I think
yeah.
it's
But like
easier to do dioramas with high grades, obviously. But the also thing
yeah.
with me is I love high grades so much because it's such a small scale and it's easier for me to handle. I have some master grades that just feel too big in my hands, and I feel like it takes more skill to customize on just a smaller scale.
I think
Like
they all
it's a
take.
different kind of scale.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I think they all take skill in different ways. Like high grades take a lot more skill to bring the detail out because the details are in there a lot of times. It's just harder to get popping,
It's
harder
like-
to mask, harder to hand
it's
paint.
like,
But
how do
at
I
the same
say
time,
this?
like master grades are really complex. So like putting them together, in my opinion, is a lot harder to do
Right.
because they're so.
Okay,
they're
well,
one-off.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
They're like one-offs. You know what I mean? Like the arm peg and the leg peg for high grades are. Most of them are generally the same kind of peg, or very similar.
Yeah.
And so
okay,
you can do it.
Let me put it this way. Okay, for master grades and above, that means bigger size kids.
Okay.
Most of them usually garnish attention because it's big, and secondly, it's because when the kid is bigger, you have a largest canvas and it's easier to mod things, and people can see mods easier on bigger things. Am I right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people can mod more stuff with master grades. Like, okay, not say mod more stuff. Like, they can modify stuff easier. But however, you say you detail up a PG, like very detailed, like you do a unicorn PG, very detailed. However, if you apply the same level of detail onto a HG unicorn, it will look more impressive.
You think?
Yeah, it's.
I mean,
If
you'd
done
have to
right,
be.
if done right.
It would be impressive, but you would have to be so talented, like to get that kind of paint aligning and that kind of plating on something so small.
Yeah.
Like,
easier
then again,
to,
trying to make big painter lines is hard too. So it's all hard.
yeah, it's easier to
that's
win on MGs because it's a larger and easier canvas to manipulate. But however, if you can do the same thing on a smaller scale, it will look better.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole shtick with it right now. It's
I just
balance.
always been a high grade kind of guy.
I don't restrict myself to grades. Whatever looks cool, I'll just build. Like I don't give a shit.
That's probably a good mentality. Whatever
Yeah.
looks cool.
What, like I just see people online like I only build high grades. I only build master grades. Why is there a PG of everything? Yeah, just like,
Dude,
like,
I am solely
dude,
like
just
the
build.
variety. Variety is a spice of life. Like when I do these kits, I usually bounce. Like my last kit was a master grade. The kit before that was a high grade. Like I always go around.
Like just
Kit
build
before that was a bust.
whatever. Like you're limiting yourself with barriers that Bandai created to sell plastic robots, and it's not even like say like buying or building. Even like more advanced people, like when they kit bash or they modify, like I just see that they only kit bash 1144 parts with 1144 kits. Like they cannot overcome
you know who's
the scale
you know who
barrier.
breaks that cycle? Loki's really good at breaking that cycle. He made that
Yeah.
high grade SD Gundam,
Yeah.
and then he kit bashed that 1/100 with that 144 for the Barbados.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's transcending the scale barrier. A lot of people can't do that because they're too focused on all this the high grade, high grade 1144 small.
Yeah,
parts.
actually, years ago, probably 2, maybe more years ago, I bought a box of old high grades from Jordan that he didn't want anymore. And that's exactly what I use those for. Like I only use those things for kit bashes. Like that's it. I just rip them apart and use their parts for other things.
Like contrary to okay, I'm going on another topic now.
Don't we always?
Like it's still Gunpla, but like a lot of people like the interframe on this IBO kits. Actually, I don't really like them because I feel that they're very half-assed. Like you're there, like okay, as an interframe, yes, you provide some more form of
Hold on 1 minute.
stability. Yes, it does provide some more stability, but you know when from my point of view, like from my as my own opinion, like it does provide some form of stability, but when I build kits, usually I would just glue them down in one fixed pose and stick them on a diorama, so it doesn't really affect me that much. And then secondly, it just gets in my way of modding. Like you know, I have to cut a piece open, extend it, and then there's like an interframe inside, and then I'm like, oh god, I have to cut you too. I have to cut you away too, and it just gets in the way, and then I want to
Okay.
do something cool with the interframe, but it's not detailed enough to be on its own. It just looks like shit on its own. It's what, two cables? It's one block with two cables.
Yeah,
and
you really got to hand paint them. You can't just like with IBO, you can't just like snap it and go. Like hand painting is critical.
it's like even if I paint them, it's not a full it doesn't look as nice as the 100 IBO interframe. It's just what the hell is this? It's,
Damn, you can't even see
with
it.
the 100 with the 100 IBO stuff, I can actually show off the interference like what I did the cast off Barbatos. Like, this what the hell is this? This look like chicken legs. Like I just feel like Banda's just trying to half-ass the interframe. Like yeah, I'm thankful that you did it, but I don't really care for it. I mean, some people care for it, but I don't really care for this. Just unpopular opinions.
I don't know if it's unpopular. I mean, people have their different opinions on it. I mean, I know like Moki and Justin are huge fans of the IBO series. I mean, Justin felt that the Grazers got a little monotonous there. And that's the one thing that kind of, I guess they did the same thing with Double O. It was like they had a really new, fresh design, but then they like rehashed it really hard over and over. And that kind of sucked. That left a little bit to be desired.
It's do you have this problem where like you just don't build your favorite designs? Like like from every show, my favorite design, I never build them. Like I just subconsciously just avoid them. Like I just think like, oh, I'm not good enough to do that. I'm gonna ruin myself.
It's funny you say that because I have 3 projects.
Yeah, go on.
F91, which is one of my favorite Gundams, and I want to do it. I want to really detail it up and bring it out and bring it into the modern Gundam design because it's very much a representation of its age. So it just sits my backlog forever because I just don't feel like I'm at that level yet. Double O Quanta, I have almost done, but I keep waiting because again, I'm detailing it up and I don't want to do half-ass. I want to do like full level. And the third one is the Ellen Hobby Kshatriya, which is my favorite design from Unicorn, but I'm so scared of ruining it that I haven't done it.
Yeah, it's like the whole like meet your idol thing. Like you just scared you ruin it for yourself. Like IBO, my favorite design is the Flauros. I never got it. Like my favorite designs of all time, F91, the Savior Gundam from Seed Destiny. Never actually went and bought it. Like it's always like I could do this, but I'm scared I don't have the ability to harass the thing to like I feel like I cannot meet my own standards. Is that a good way to put it?
Yeah, you definitely have a run for your money with some of those. They can be challenging, and that does like I guess we always want to do more than we can, and I think that applies for every model at every scale. Like everybody wants some big goal that they just can't seem to achieve, or they're just intimidated by. And kudos to people like Justin who just fucking try. Like he just does it. He just puts in his effort.
Is Matt gone?
I think he fell off the face of the earth. Yeah. He might have just lost his internet or something. He's still in the chat. Maybe he just muted his video. Bathroom break. Yeah. You know how that is.
Wasn't Jeremy and Jordan joining or something?
He said he was going to, but I didn't think he would. He's always talked about joining them, but he's never gotten around to it. I think he's just a busy guy. So it's just you and me, big boy.
They hang out together right now.
Yeah, they are in New York.
Yeah,
but you know they're probably busy doing hangout fun stuff. So
yeah, real face to face.
Well, they used to like hang out every day, I think.
Yeah, something.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I thought they did. And I'm trying to think about what else I want to do for the detail on this thing.
Yeah,
just kind of getting nervous. I don't want to like busy it up too much.
I don't know. I think it looks good already. Like this.
Yeah, I got some panels back here I forgot to do. See, that's my problem. As you can see, I just jump around a lot. Like, I'm not really good at just focusing on one part of the model and going. Like, I don't just do straight up all hand paints. I just jump.
So
that's okay. I always remind myself, this is a hobby. I do it for fun. They're never going to be perfect.
Fuck that. I'm the best.
Yeah, the best. I'm the best at plastic robots. I never understood that whole like dick measuring contest stuff that people seem to do.
I'm the best at plastic robots. Don't talk smack to me. You ain't slick, boy.
Yeah, I never. That's better. I never got into that. Like, I'm all for like constructive criticism, helping people get, better themselves, have a good time with it, get to learn.
Like, speaking of criticism, like it's not just about Gunpla, but like almost on everything. Like every time someone tries to give a criticism and they get I'd like to see you do better, and it just pisses me off so much because that comeback is just so cheap. Like, I'd like to see you do better.
Yeah, so
it's like, what? Show me your street cred, man. You can't talk shit to me.
Yeah, I never like that either, because it's like you can't give input without people immediately assuming that you're saying they're worse or better. It's not about that. It's just about your perspective and what you think would make their project. Like, literally, you're telling them what would make their stuff look better. Like, to me, that's that's something you would typically pay for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you went to a car dealer, like a car manufacturer. They would love that. To be like, this would make your car look way better. Like, that sounds like a good thing. But they just don't, man.
When I get feedback, like, even if I think the feedback is like useless, like it's just like useless information, and I will still thank them because they actually took the effort and tried to tell me.
Yeah. If nothing else, it's a key for dialogue. It's an opportunity to talk and to be like, I see where you're coming from. I did it this way because of this. Like, sometimes there's reasons, or I'm honest. I'm like, oh, you didn't put this here. And I was like, yeah, that's because I couldn't. I tried. It didn't work well, so I decided to scrap that idea. Because I've had that before. And I've encountered both. I've encountered people who will get defensive. And then I have encountered people who will attack. So, like, the defensive people will be like, yeah, not naming names. I want everyone to be friends in the modeling community. But I've had people who are like, I'd like to see you do better, or you don't know how hard it is. Like, yeah, I've never built a robot either. And then I've had, toxic. And then I've had people who are like, oh, your stuff's complete shit. You got no idea what you're talking about. I want to find something. Let me see if I can find it.
It's like we're discussing this topic, and I don't agree with you, and which nobody agrees.
Yeah, or I disagree,
Impossible.
but thanks for the input.
Yeah, I disagree with you. And then you just gotta go dig up my own personal life and start
Yeah.
having personal attacks. And then I'm just like, what are you trying to prove that
Yeah. So for
you are
for
automatically
for
correct
what you're
because
talking about,
you have
I
better
want to
moral
quote
standards?
something from a website. We understand that helping modelers to grow requires quality advice and feedback. Join this community and showcase your work and get more than what kid is that and wow cool as a response. So ideally, when you join that community, your goal is that you want actual feedback on advice or things that you think look really cool and you'd want them to do more. Like, oh, those heat sinks look really awesome. You should try to put those into more kits.
Mhm.
But holy shit, do people lose their minds if you actually tell them things that you would think would increase the quality? Like I want your kit to look awesome. I want everyone's kit to look
Yeah.
awesome. But man,
I would
I
love
mean, like,
opinions.
some people just don't like criticism, which is fine. Because like,
Yeah, I get it. Like,
I'll put it this way: if I don't like your project, I won't say anything at all because I don't want to offend you or hurt you or discourage you. Like if
Yeah.
I'm responding whatsoever, I'm impressed. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to sound like I'm
Yeah.
looking down at people, but like if it's like really, really bad, I'm not going to sit there and give you input because obviously you're in the early stages of learning and you're going through. We all screw up. You know, we all do that one kit we greatly regret.
Oh god. I'm having PTSD.
Like I even hesitate on some of my stuff. Like when I did the heavy arms, I didn't notice it until after I boxed it up, but my ISO setting on my camera was way too high, so the focus was like really bad. So I couldn't focus on the whole kit. It was only focusing on like the front, and I didn't really notice until I already boxed up the thing, so I couldn't retake the pictures. So I didn't post it everywhere, and I wasn't embarrassed by the kit. It's actually a lot of hard work, but I didn't think it was going to do me justice as a modeler. So I didn't post it on sites where they rate you. But I do enjoy the criticism. That's actually that's how Justin and I became good friends. Was he saw my Instagram and he was like, "Oh, that's a really cool picture, or of that heavy arms you did. Why don't you try adding this to it? This would really bring it out better." Or he's like, like stupid stuff because I'm an idiot and I wouldn't look on YouTube. So he was like, "You really shouldn't paint on the runners. You're going to leave really bad, nasty looking nub marks. That's going to lessen the quality of your model." So it is. Like now I know. And it's that shift. It's that shift where you go from like, I guess I'd consider it like toy collecting or collecting to modeling, where it's not about quantity but quality. And that can be a difficult shift for a lot of people.
I hate people who paint on runners.
Oh.
Like
It makes no sense to me.
I like all variety of modelers or people in the community. Like people who just like snap build and then just smash stuff together. Like you can get really creative ideas. You can get a lot of inspiration from that.
This is made from a graze.
Yeah. What I don't like is when people go after other people based on something. Like if somebody gives input and they're like, "Oh, you're an elitist." Nobody is an elitist. There is no elite modeling community where we all just stand on high thrones and eat caviar and brag about how elite we are.
I'm the chairman.
Yeah. Literally
Speak
every
for
single
yourself.
modeler out there, and they're like has mistakes on their stuff. Like we all have it. We just hide it.
Yeah. Usually I just go, fuck that, I'm the best. And then just cry in the comfort of my home.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, and there's key things that you can tell about people to know like what skill level they're at. The way they talk about their models and stuff. Like typically when people use the word custom a lot, they're pretty new to the community. Because custom's not really a thing.
I clip the one side of my V-fin a little bit shorter than the other. Yeah, it's my custom now. I'll take that, Bandai.
Yeah.
You ain't got copyright on this.
Yeah. Like custom, like I guess people who are more involved will actually say what is custom about it, like scratch built or kit bashed or modified or shaded or modulation painting. So there's there's that. But I love it when people are like, I like it. One of my favorite things that it is frustrating is when people like, I can understand if you put like an essay, nobody's gonna read it. But if you're like, here's my high grade grays, and somebody's like, what kid is that? I wonder. Like, come on, dude. Like, at least read. Oh, sorry. That's right. Wants to look at your face. So there's Kong's beautiful face. Kong, smile. Say you love Jacob.
No.
No. No love.
I love you, Jacob.
Oh, thank you, Matt.
Say it again.
My fingers are crossed.
I don't know. I can't tell. Your camera currently is pointing to what I think is the ceiling.
Really? You don't see me?
Yeah.
I'm not
I
sure.
don't see you. Do you turn on your back camera?
Here, I'll switch it over. I don't know how to turn it back so it just like presents
About now.
whoever's
How do you
talking.
wait, Jacob? What software do you use for the split screen thing?
Oh, okay. So yeah, sure. Shout out to Ray, please. Ray's not on here. We have two Rays. We have non-Helios Ray and Helios Ray. Anyway, so it's a free program that I use. It's called XSplit Broadcaster, and it basically gives you like 6 settings to customize. So like, here I'll show you, because you can hop around at them. So like, here's scene 1. Scene 1 is just like me. Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Scene 2, I made the screen's black because that's gameplay when I'm playing video games. I was gonna do a YouTube like gaming channel, but I thought people were like, they've already seen a billion of those.
That's
Scene 3 is what I was doing this whole stream, but reversed.
okay.
And then scene 4 is what I'm doing for this stream, and I made those. They
Yeah,
say, but that's like how I set them up. And then
I have this.
whenever I do any kind of streaming stuff, instead of loading from webcam, I load from XSplit, and XSplit will show you that. And like I said, it's all free.
Yeah, because I have a second webcam and I'm trying to get it. I have one on the laptop and one here. I'm just trying to use it.
Yeah. So with
Like,
XSplit,
yeah.
you just like you draw a box and then you click like what the input is.
Yeah.
So you're like, I want the input to be webcam 1, and my webcams are identical. I have 2 Logitechs. I think they're like they're 1080s.
I don't know which Logitech this is.
I just got them on sale. I waited like it was right around Christmas time, and I got them on a sale.
Yeah.
And that's because I wanted to show my models, but I felt like it was weird to just have this voice coming from the void. So I was like, I'll have one on my face too. I'm gonna disappoint you guys.
The plug on.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to set it up for my stream, my drawings and modeling.
Yeah. So it was really weird because when I first did it, like a stream with somebody, they were like complaining because it was just my head. So then I was like, I'll just do the model. And then somebody's like complaining because they don't know who's who because all they see is a model. So it's like, well, fuck you guys. I'll come up with 2 cams. And it works out really well. My one for my, here, I'll show you. See, I just have like a little cam just pointed straight at it.
Okay.
So that's how I do that. There we go. So, and it works. I just have to set it up each time before we start a stream. It takes like 10, 15 minutes maybe. I'm sure there's better, more professional attempts. That's just what I have. And then I have a Blue Yeti on an arm. The reason why is when I had it on the actual desk, the vibrations made it buzz really loud. So I bought an arm for it, and it's perfect since then. And I'm sure you don't need to do that crazy audio stuff. I just wanted to because I like audio.
Yeah.
And you can get nicer stuff. You can get like an actual, what is it, like XLR, I think? Which is like the microphones they use at like rock concerts and stuff. And you can hook one of those up. But then you have to buy this box that's like $300.
Yeah,
that converts it to your. It's called Line Pod. It's just more money than I cared to spend. I'll tell you, speaking of money, you know what sucks? So I'm really happy that my channel it grew quicker than I thought it would. I thought it'd be kind of dead. Mostly due to the reviews I did for models, like third-party kits. But people are like, "Oh, compare this kit and compare this kit," and like I don't want to let them down, but I can't afford all these kits. Like, They're like, oh, buy both Providence Gundams. Yeah, let me go fork out $200.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why you
sure,
get
no
sponsored.
I would love to be sponsored, but I don't think that's going to happen with
Yeah,
my
I would
massive
love
100
to
followers.
Sponsored, man. Shit, man.
Because I can snap a
I
kit
would
quick.
do it.
But I do have more reviews coming up. When I finish this one, I'm going to do a review of the completed thing, what I did with it, what I thought about the actual base kit. Which I guess is a different review since I modified it, but whatever. The Woundwort, I bought that, so whenever that comes in, I'll get to review that.
Yeah, I bought 2 Woundworts.
Oh, really?
I was too.
Yeah.
I just bought the
I'm
one.
too poor to buy it.
One is just for painting. The other one I want to use break it out into parts.
I really want them. So Magic Toys made the Master Grade Hazel, the Federation one. I'm really hoping they come out with the Titans one that has the big skirt with the arms on it.
The advanced Hazel.
Yes.
Yeah, I really, really hope that Magic Toys, because like it's only a few more parts, you know. They just have to make the skirt, the different shield, and away they go. I really want to do
And
that.
the head.
Oh yeah, you're right. They're the head. Well, it's not even a full head. It's just a mask. Or at least the hybrid was. Right. It was just a mask that went over the head. Which I never understood that. Like, what's the point of that?
It's just like extra sensors and then more VFims. I think it adds to the vision, like the 2 eye cameras.
Oh, you think it like
I don't know.
enhances them or something?
It's kind of like an addition to, you know how the Woundwort has that thing in front of its eyes?
Yeah.
It's like an addition for the Hazel to be able to.
See,
it's like optical sensors.
And that's why I fell in love with Gundam over other franchises, is because they really go above and beyond with like in depth. Like it's more technical. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like things.
Well, that's why I like Advanced Zeta so much. They have
like,
so much.
They use beam weapons because they're more powerful and efficient than kinetic weapons, but they don't use nukes. Like they have like rules, I guess, and reasons, which is really nice and respectable. The only thing that I frown upon it is the fact that there's no point to make the robots that big. But whatever. Yeah. Like I think it'd be way more efficient if you just put the gun, you just put wings on the gun and fly around.
See, that's like a ball or something, but.
Funnel. Literally funnels. Like funnels are so OP.
I haven't gotten to Votoms much, but that's why I like Votoms.
Oh.
Because the scale.
And sometimes it sucks when they get like a little ridiculous, but at the same time, like I understand you want to be creative, so you want to try and come out with new stuff. But I always love that really technical side of Gundam.
Yeah.
Like this looks like everything has a reason. You know what I mean? Like. It makes sense.
Like certain designs, like
except for these pipes. These pipes are a little overkill. I never
like the Aqua GM. Why does that need goggles and like a what's it called?
Goggles.
Goggles and the what's the thing that people use? I have an
snorkel.
Snorkel. Yeah. Why does it need a snorkel? It doesn't breathe.
No, you're right. Like the And like the Zaku's, I love Zaku designs. And I think the pipes are really cool. I think they're really iconic. But they're also really pointless. Like, what do they do?
They are.
Why are you exposing
your
fuel lines?
And this guy is like, is this your boyfriend? Like, what's going on here?
What?
This guy keeps demanding Kong. So normally you can set the broadcast so it goes to whoever's speaking. But for some reason, I can't get that to work. So I just have to jump around.
More Kong, less Jacob. Oh man, get the hell out of here, Jacob.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know why it's jumping around. I don't know how to make it not jump around.
Doesn't it jump to whoever's speaking?
It's supposed to, but it's not. It jumps on whoever I click on. So like, see? And I can click on your names and make people presenters, but I can't make...
You can see me now, right?
Your camera's off.
No, you're just saying off.
Why is it off?
Yeah.
It's on.
Did you make your name?
What?
Your AP symbol. Did you make that?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I
did not make mine. My friend On made it for me.
Did I make mine? I know mine's too complicated.
Too complicated?
No, mine's just this fucking laboratory warning sign.
I just sent her a picture of Quanta and I sent her a picture of a cupcake and I said, "Can you put these two together?" And she did. So more power to her. Oh, hey, there you are. We see
All
you
right.
poking through. Here we go.
Finally.
Kong, do you know who your
No,
buddy
I-
is?
Hey, good. I don't know who's that. I don't know
Didn't you
anyone
have
called.
like students last stream or something?
Yeah, they might have found him again.
You know that right? SS, please. Like, who the hell is that?
How do I set it up?
I don't know.
Like video, Dark Souls, Neo. Is this Ray? I don't know. Man, are you at home? 'Cause it looks like a library.
You know, you can always join this since you can literally see the stream, you jerk.
Wait,
I know who it is. If you want a link to join, you can.
He said he was too busy for work. I think is it which Ray is that? I think.
It's Ray.
Which
No, it's
Which
not
Ray?
Ray. Totally Ray. It's Ray. Ray, let me know if you want to join. I'll send you in. Actually, you were requested to come in, and I forgot to send it to you. Who was it? It was Kong, wasn't it?
well,
I
who?
don't think.
Earlier today, somebody asked if New York Ray wanted to join.
Oh yeah. Like no, I said yeah. I said Jordan and Jeremy might be joining, so we just need New York Ray to complete the trio. Yeah, that's what I said.
There you go. I call his bluff.
Man, the Lupus looks so nice together, but when I break it up into individual components, it just looks funky. Like the arm itself looks funky by itself, but when I put it together with the whole suit, it just the synergy is just very good. I don't know how am I supposed to
I
mod
don't
this
like
thing
the
without
side skirts.
Yeah, they're really flat
Yeah,
looking, aren't they? We know which Ray you are. You can't leave Helios. Even if you did, you're still Helios Ray.
Twin Ray.
You're Overwatch Ray. That's what we call you now.
Overwatch.
Dude, he plays so much Overwatch. Every time I get on Blizzard, he is playing Overwatch.
TF2 is still the OG.
And he only plays as like Reaper, and he's terrible at it. He just dies all the time.
He just likes to be edgy, I bet.
Yeah. He just uses
Who
the
wants to
voice
be-
line. Death has arrived or some crap over and over.
Oh my gosh.
Kong, what are you? Oh, you're putting the hand on. I really, really liked Barbados Rex, the last one. I thought it looked really good.
I
don't-
think the arms could have been cooler. Where
I wanted
to the
to
point
do-
where he wears those giant arms, like he slips them on like sleeves instead
Oh.
of just.
I was
You
thinking
know.
it would. I already saw it customized, which kind of like lowers my interest in doing it. But someone did it where it's like the normal Rex, and then his backpack has the 1/100 arms coming down. It's like a
Oh.
second set.
Like
They, like, They
kind
just
of like Advance of Zeta, Psycho.
yeah,
arms.
exactly.
Yeah,
where the people
I-
have the Psycho
I
Gundam
like
arms,
the Rex
but his
design,
hands
I
like
just didn't
just
like the
don't touch the
proportion.
ground. Like they just graze the ground. It's really sharp looking, and it's a fairly easy mod. You know, just
I wanted to do a modified version of the Rex where I put the 1144 arms on the 1100 Rex, but I never got around to doing it. Like just
So he
made
has
it
normal
into
arms?
regular proportion.
so it just has normal arms.
Yeah, I like the design. Yeah, it just has normal arms, and I photoshopped it and it looks great. And I'm like,
I like the
I'm
exaggerated.
I'm just
long
very
arms.
lazy.
Hey, doesn't the symbol on his shoulder isn't it like a booster or something ridiculous?
Yeah, but it doesn't have any thing on it.
I never did finish that show. I should go back and try and finish it.
It's okay, I guess. It's 11. Okay. Yeah, I have no more plumber to do. Let me get my drawing out. I can start drawing. It's not build and chew anymore. It's build
I'm not
and
sure what else I want to do here. That's why I've been hesitating. I just don't know. Man,
Ugh. I'm making so much progress, but I'm holding off this one portion of it.
What is
I
it?
don't want to do the legs.
Why not?
I don't want to do them because they're so. I'm trying to make Woundwort legs, but it's a very janky thing in the back where they're based on. I glued a leg joint to the waist with a long, like, kind of pole to connect in to slide into the hazel leg, and it's basically wearing the Woundwort look. You know how it's like a really long triangle with the vents. You know how that
yeah.
looks, and it's basically wearing that section, and it's so like loose and janky, and just
Can you point
I
the camera
don't
to
know
the
what I want to do with it, and
That sounds pretty hard, man.
It's such a pain.
Yeah,
Good luck.
pull back a bit. Pull back a bit. It's too close.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what it looks like from the front.
Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, that's...
But in the back,
Oh.
it's basically it's pinned. There's a pin that goes through a joint, a polycap with a peg on it, and then it's connected to another one that's holding up this, and it's just such a mess. It's supposed to be so much more streamlined, like compared this with here's the resin part. It's the most frustrating part of the build, and I'm trying to avoid it, but it's the only thing holding me back.
Well, I'm sure
And I've made other legs, but I can't switch them out because they're basically the Hayakari from IBO. So I have two different versions of the legs. I can't switch them out, so.
Oh, I'm sure you can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah, you might be the only one. I don't believe I could do it.
Don't give up. Never give up.
I know.
If you give up, send me all the parts.
Oh, so I haven't had money because I'm not employed really. I'm kind of freelancing, and I'm not getting paid till I'm finished with a client. So, but I'm so busy that I can't get a normal job. So because it was my birthday, I have birthday money, and I finally was able to purchase a Barzom today. So yay. The new high grade. I'm glad.
That sounds tough, man.
I've been looking forward to that so much.
I guess the next kit I'm looking forward to is the that weird IBO one that's coming out of the game. Oh, what is it called? Dandelion, isn't it? It's just the word dandelion. It's a really bizarre name.
It's like the flower, but instead the middle.
Or is it
T
Dantelion?
T.
I don't know.
Dandelion, I think.
Yeah.
It's like with a T, I think.
That big arm thing. Okay.
It's like Dandelion.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it. I think the arms look kind of goofy, but they look good on the back, so I'm just gonna keep them there. But the overall design of it, I think, is really sharp, and I think it'd be a good ground base for something.
Yeah.
I'm not really looking forward to anything. Yeah, not really.
Okay, so what's the deal with the? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, like after this year's GBLC, I might go on a 10 or 15 build non-Bandai thing, like just build 10 or 15 projects that are not Bandai or not Gundam. Like I just wanna have to do other things instead of just Gundam.
I'd like to pick up my 5-star stories kit again. I messed that up, so I have to fix it. But wave kits are such a pain because their polycaps are so stiff.
Huh.
They're they're stiff, so if you try to push it in all the way, you're not sure if it's in and a break it because it's a 5-star stories kit.
Yeah, every time I have a situation like that, it's because I assembled something wrong and I end up breaking it. Every time.
Isn't like 5-star story kits super expensive also?
The higher, the bigger scale ones are. I think I don't remember how much this one was.
I don't know. Anything above $50 is expensive to me.
No, me too. Don't worry. No, I think this one was the Jonkun. This one was like 25 to 35. It wasn't too
Oh,
bad.
that's not bad at all.
Yeah, like I measure everything with KFC meal. Like if I buy this kit, that's 6 pieces of chicken.
No, nice. I like that.
I try to
like that's like $20, and I'm like I don't feel anything. 8 pieces of chicken. Oh dang, that's expensive.
I try to
that's
only
a lot of chicken.
I only spend what I make in commissions. So like I'll do a commission project, and whatever money I have after I'm done with that, that's how much I'll spend on my next project to try and like balance out how much I spend, because I don't want to go overboard. I've had a few exceptions. One guy who's actually watching the stream bought me my dream kit that I would have never bought myself because it's so expensive, but it's awesome. And that's Ellen Hobby Kshatriya, which now is worth like twice, maybe 3 times that much.
That thing is beautiful.
Yeah, and when I got it, it was $250, and now I think the cheapest I've seen it go on is like $700. Like it's just insanely expensive. The Ellen Hobby Kshatriya, the 100, that's all plastic. It's like super rare. They made like they got sued, so they stopped making them. They're like impossible to find. Impossible. Like I actually go on every now and then. I'll go on eBay just to see if they post one. Never. Like you just can't find them.
That's awesome though. Hey, jeez.
Yeah, Justin always gives me crap about it because he wants to buy it back.
That's funny.
But hey, he's got the T-Star. That's another expensive kit. Yeah. So, what is it?
The most expensive thing I ever bought is like the most expensive kit I ever bought was like I think it's just the Thunderbolt. It's like 120 Sing dollars.
Yeah, that cost me $11. Is a misprice on Amazon that they honored? I know. Save me $80. Most expensive.
That's another thing about high grades. I like it's the price.
How much? How much is it normally in USD?
For what?
The
70?
The Thunderbolt 70.
When I got it, it was 90, but I think it's 70 now.
Yeah, it's 120 Sing dollars here, but I got a discount. And fun enough, I use all my money. I used the money from working for Kotobukiya at the event to buy that.
To just buy their stuff, and just give them the money back.
Yeah, I did bought a kit.
GM Canon 2 conversion kit. I'm trying to think of the most expensive kit. I don't think I really have that much. I don't spend a lot. I usually buy cheap kits.
I've wanted.
Is it how much I spend or
Transformers kits? And those things are expensive.
Because like I have the unicorn with the cage, the MS cage, and that's like that was like $110 when it came out, but I got it for Christmas, so I didn't spend anything on it.
Yeah, like how much you fork out of your own pocket.
Yeah, I think the most expensive thing I did was my Quanta because I had to buy 2 of them to do what I wanted to do. So that was like 2 Quantas, so that's like $80. And then I bought the shield thing, the really big triangle shield. sword. That's a sword for Quanta. You know,
Oh,
you have like the one
the
shield,
full
and you can buy a
saber.
third-party second shield that comes down.
Oh yeah, the full saber.
Yeah, that's what it's called, full saber. I bought one of those. And that was like $30. So altogether, it's like $110. I think it was the most expensive one. I mean, the heavy arms Eagle is really expensive now, but it wasn't when I bought it. Now you can't even find them. But you know how resin is.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Silver bought that unicorn Final Battle PG. Dude, what is that with everything together? It's like 800, isn't it? Like, that's so much for a model. Like, that's insanely expensive for a model. I can't do it.
Yeah,
How many chickens is that? Oh god.
How many chickens?
a lot.
Because it's like,
Oh
I'm
god.
trying to think. So it's what, like 200? Is it 200 for like the base kit, or is it 230? And the LEDs is that much, and then I think the full armor is like another 100 something. It's expensive. Wasn't Tom selling the full set for like 300 or like $600 or $700?
I have no idea.
That's like, oh god, I cannot compute.
Yeah,
Three,
it's crazy, dude. It's
15,
absolutely crazy.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Please fit, please fit, please fit.
Like, I'm not
What?
bashing you. Like, you wanted to buy it, but man, it's not. That is an investment, my friend. That is an investment.
Boy.
You got the Chinese LEDs, but didn't Bandai do its own LEDs?
Yeah.
I thought Bandai did its own. It was like 130.
I have no idea which PG I want to be my first one.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, I really want to do the perfect grade Mark II. I really want to do it, like really bad, but I just can't. It's like $130 at the cheapest. That's so much money for a robot. Like, I have other expenses in life, you know? Like, I need a new car, and I'm planning on going to Japan. Like, I can't. I just can't. Not that much for a robot.
$150 is the max I'll go. My money, my currency, which is like what, 80, 90 USD.
Hey, wait, Silver. Or not Silver. Matt, you said you were doing you said you just got birthday money, right?
Yeah, I just not a lot. It was only $50.
Okay. You want to buy me a
$50,
PG Mark II?
At what?
So you want to buy me a PG Mark II?
Yeah, that's funny.
Come on, man, I'm poor.
So I'm more poor
Colin,
than you.
More poor than me?
More
Yeah.
poor. What?
I don't know, man. I'll give you a run for that money.
I don't know.
I have $15 left.
Damn. But I have a little bit more than that,
Because
but I got a
wanted
lot of bills.
the Barzam as soon as possible.
What is...
I am dying because they will not send me my enlistment letter. It's like, yeah, wait for it. You can't pick up any full-time jobs, but just wait for it, and then they don't send it, and then I'm just stuck with shitty part-time job. And I'm like, oh, God.
I mean, I have my full-time
like-
job, but I also have, a house and cars and the normal boring adult stuff.
Yeah.
It's like way too much money. I don't know, man. Like,
Is your house paid for already, or are you still doing the?
is my what?
Yeah,
Is my house paid for?
Or is it doing? Are you still doing the installment?
For my house?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way I paid off my house in a year. It's expensive.
I don't know.
Most people do
how-
house loans for like 30 years, Kong.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Houses here.
Yeah, 30 years. Like, it'll be a while.
I don't know. I don't know how houses work in US.
They're
Yeah, it takes forever.
It's really hard to get a loan. You have to pretty much have the same job for at least 2 years or more. You have to have good credit. You have to have multiple lines of credit, and so you have to prove that you've borrowed money before and you've paid it back successfully and quickly, and then they'll loan you the money for a house. That's just, and they only give you like a set amount.
I think I'll just live in an apartment.
Everybody lives in apartments here.
Well, my living
not
situation is a little bit different. So It's not like it's not the same, I guess.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Ricardo wants to live in my spare room. I don't know if I'm gonna let you live in my spare room, buddy. Free of charge. I'll tell you what, you live in Japan, and you have yet to get me an Ultron custom. So, you take care of that, and we'll discuss that. Because those kits are so expensive online.
Ultron?
Yeah, the Ultron custom, or Nataku custom, I think it was called in the US. It's the green one from Endless Waltz.
Okay.
With the big
Yeah.
So
for some reason,
yeah,
I was thinking Voltron.
Oh, no. So for some
When you say
reason,
Ultron,
I don't really understand. They call it the MG Ultron, but I don't know. It's one of those weird language things. You know how it is? I've heard it called the Ultron Custom, the MG Ultron, and the Taku Custom. I guess it's just whatever way you encounter Gundam Wing.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to find. And people on eBay have been scalping like $150, $200 for this kit. And it's literally just a Shenlong painted green with the big fangs, and that's what I want. Is the part that's so expensive. And a third-party company made like a nicer version.
Mm-hmm.
But I really don't like the new fangs. It's like really crappy.
Oh.
The normal one, the fangs come out sideways, and I wanted to make the points like really long to give it a much more drastic like appearance. But in the third-party kit, the fangs are actually on the front of it, not on the sides. So doing that really long thing, it'll be lost. You won't see it.
Oh.
So it's one of those things that I've always wanted to do, but I'll never actually do because it's just too expensive. I mean, I'm not paying $160 for a master grade, especially a $35 master grade. Yeah. Those wing kits are usually real cheap. No, I am not going to get he said get the Dragon backpack resin kit. I'm done with resin for now. That Heavy Arms was so tedious, and I learned a lot, but man, was it challenging. It was exhausting.
Nevermore.
No, not nevermore. I just need a break. I mean, I'll go back to resin again. I'm not going to lose hope. But
Nevermore.
it was
then some more.
It was a push, man. It was hard, and I packaged it so like thoroughly. Like I bought the foam and cut the foam out in the shape of it and all that. Like, I made sure that thing wouldn't budge. It got there. Every single missile door was off. All of them. Like he's like it's all okay. He's like, but it's in like 20 pieces. And I was like, I knew it was gonna happen. Like I knew it because that kit, like that resin isn't made to move. And like everything on that kit was resin and it moved. So it was really a pain in the butt.
With all the pins and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, well, a lot of it wasn't even pins. It was like all the missile pod doors was just like a resin pole and then just a resin hinge. It was just like a hinge.
Oh.
And
resin hinges are from the devil.
Yeah, and when you try to open them, like you had to open them really slow, or they just sag because they weren't like firm hinges. It was tedious. Like I said, I'm didn't think it was going to be nearly as hard as it was. I'm proud that I got it done though, because I don't think I've seen anybody else do one. All right, it's getting later. I think this is a good stopping point for now.
Okay.
But I do want to thank you boys for coming out and hanging with me.
Thanks for streaming. Of course.
Building robots.
Yeah.
And thanks for Ray for his trolling, and thanks for my boy Russ for disliking and then undisliking the video to troll me.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, he's like one of my best like real life friend, I guess you would say. Not my best internet friend. Thank you, boys.
Yeah, of course. See you later.
But yep, got it done. I think it's actually done. I think I'm just gonna call it a day. Maybe a couple more decals. Anyway, thank you guys, and I'll catch y'all later.
Okay, see ya.
See ya.